2017 is almost over.
Yeah, winding down.
And around this time, we like to look back, especially at all of the stories we've covered this year.
Craig McKee is here with the top 9 happiest stories of 2017 on WCPO.com.
Hey everybody, you know, throughout the year we cover a lot of stories, and Murray Jacon-Duffy is here, and you guys post a lot of stories on WCPO.com. A lot of those stories, unfortunately, lean more towards the heavy. You know, we're talking about car crashes or murders and things like that, but we are here today. We're going to push all that aside. We are talking about the happy stories of 2017 and some of the happiest stories, really, where people reacted to them. Let's talk about first the quadruplets from Lakota East. They made a lot of headlines, and not too often you get a group of quadruplets in the community. So what happened with this story?
They so these brothers, the Wade brothers, obviously there's 4 of them. They all got into Harvard and Yale, and then they applied to other schools as well, all Ivy League schools, and so they're clearly brilliant. They all ended up picking Yale, and there was one holdout who wanted to go to Stanford, and so it was tense there for a minute at the end. They were worried they were going to get separated, but they all went off to Yale, and so that was just, you know, a really sweet story.
Right, you have a Forest Park family adopts 6 blood siblings, and the reason this story, I guess, became popular is these kids didn't want to be separated through the process.
Right, so there was a family, they already had 5 children of their own. They ended up taking in 6 more children. Lisa Smith actually followed up with them a couple times this year, and one of them was right before Thanksgiving. So they're talking about how they could fit everybody at the dinner table this year at Thanksgiving. So just little things you wouldn't think about.
Another story this year that did spectacular, blew up the internet, not only here at WCPO, but also blew up the internet, I think, around the world. And we are talking about Fiona.
What? I'm not familiar.
You're not familiar with that?
Yeah. No, that was like every other story I wrote this year, I feel like, was Fiona, which is totally fine. But yeah, she's like the darling of the internet and the country, I feel like. Like the New York Times wrote something about how like she was the best thing to happen in 2017. But she had such a amazing story, and I think it resonated with a lot of people since she was born premature and had to fight against a lot of stuff.
Yes, she did, against all odds, that's for sure.
Yes.
All right, so those were just some of the happiest stories that we were able to cover here at WCPO and WCPO.com. Go check out all those stories and more right now online. Murray, thank you so much.
Thank you.